Okay, so quick rehash. Windows kind of screwed up everything on my computer one day. I had an update. It automatically updated without me approving of the update. I'm a little mad about that. And I really don't understand why they have it set up like that. It's really annoying. Hate it, but oh well. So I had everything screwed up. My OBS was screwed up. My Discord was screwed up. My Microsoft browser, I had a few tabs. Luckily, I was able to retrieve those. It wasn't really too big of an issue, but it screwed those up a little bit. It screwed up my video editing software. A few things were not how they should have been. I don't know how Edge should have been screwed up, but yeah, that was a little annoying. So the video editing software got screwed up. I had to spend a little extra time trying to figure out what the settings were because I did have a couple preferences with it due to, I guess, how I make the videos and whatever else. I don't really know how to explain it, but yeah, it was all screwed up. I spent a little extra time trying to figure out how to get the settings right, and I finally did after doing a couple tests. Got them done. Boom. Um, And now, crisp was another one. That was the background noise cancellation. That was finally fixed. So I got everything done. I'm glad. This video is just a short one. I'm just gonna quickly throw it up. I do have something to talk about. That's another reason why I'm doing this. It's just a quick a theory video. I'm doing a quick theory video while I do Minecraft to build a couple things in there. Really want to talk about something. I wonder if there's going to be more people that would have this theory of mine. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to do in this one. So there's not going to be any edits. Well, there will be like one or two edits, but there's not going to really be anything added in. I just want to add content to the channel just to let people know, yeah, this is what's been going on. I know I've had multiple instances where I've, taken a break, but this is just more because I've had issues with the video editing software, and I'd prefer if I could figure out how to fix that before I even try putting anything up. And I've done live streams, but that's only just to add something. So this is just to add something, but this is also to say, hey, I got it back. I'm going to do like a quick edit for this, and it's going to be short too. Only because I got a short amount of time, but I figured since I got some time, I'm going to make this. And I want to play Minecraft too. Alright, let's go. Okay, where was I originally? Let me see here. Oh, yeah, what, yeah, let me do a double check on everything. What was I doing? Um, okay, so I wanted the orchid for, I believe, the steel seeds. Was it? No, it wasn't graphite. Uh, okay, it was something in here that I wanted this for. Oh, yeah, for the fuel, the yellorium fuel. Okay, that's what I needed it for. Yeah, yellow, right? I needed the yellow right fuel. I need the orchid. That's why I was coming here for to get that. I'll be hunting for that. So I got a theory. I want to explain a theory of mine about Tears of the Kingdom. Okay. Uh, hello. Okay. Lag. Okay, so I have a theory about Tears of the Kingdom, and my theory about it is this. So a lot of people have been talking about Demise and coming back into Legend of Zelda. I have a theory that it is Demise coming back. I mean, we all could be wrong. Demise is probably not coming back. It's just, the scene that they showed us made it look like it could be Demise, but, there was the other scene that you saw Ganondorf, which is actually talking. This is another reason why the whole rumor that this could be the last Legend of Zelda game is kind of like, being confirmed, rumored, whatever. Just because we got a talking Ganondorf, we have a talking Zelda. Would never, as far as I know, we haven't had any of those. There's been voices, but it hasn't been more of a talking thing. So, my thing is on Ganondorf is that I think there's more to the whole story than what we have really been told. I believe that Ganondorf was actually, so if you uh what's a really good way to explain this? Okay, so the Triforce, all right, we've had one bad guy and two good guys when it comes to the Triforce. So three pieces, one bad, two good. Now, I think Ganondorf used to be good. I think Ganondorf used to be someone else. I'm thinking that with Ganondorf, he um used to be one of the heroes to stop Demise. So mm, I'm trying to find the best way to explain this, and the the only thing I could really think of is that like with so Ganondorf, there was one image apparently in Breath of the Wild. I just started playing Breath of the Wild officially. I've only played 10 minutes of it before, and that has been quite a while. So with the new oh yeah, and hang on. Okay, so Ganondorf, I have a theory that he used to actually be good, and Demise actually took over his body. That's what I was trying to figure out. So now the picture that a lot of people saw was it was like a beast fighting a red-haired guy, like a red-haired warrior that looks like Ganondorf. And I'm thinking Ganondorf used to be a hero for Hyrule, and then he went out to be like the lone warrior. You know how you got Link being the lone warrior and all. He went out to fight Demise. Demise reincarnated and went to go fight. And Ganondorf at the time was like a high ranking general and went to go fight him. And unfortunately got possessed. And that's where this whole thing comes in that, they could reincarnate. Demise found a body to actually reincarnate in. I believe that that's what's going on here is that hang on. I believe what's going on is this is that Demise came up with a plan way before, hundreds of years before. It's like a moment right after Skyward Sword. His spirit, in spirit, he came up with a plan to try to steal the Triforce. I was, for some odd reason, going down. I don't know why. Okay, so yeah, Ganondorf, he keeps reincarnating because Demise he's taken over during that one battle. So then Demise at that point came up with a plan to keep reincarnating to slowly come build power. So then that way he eventually comes out. I feel like Ganondorf really is still there, but he is a good guy. Deep down there is like a lost soul, which is Ganondorf. He is under all like he's in a prison right now that Demise has created, and Demise is the one that's actually been doing everything. He's secretly made a plan in the background. It's like a whole Thanos or an all for one deal, where secretly behind the scenes there has been one huge plan. In My Hero Academia, it is everybody fighting All for One and his goons, and then Shigaraki versus Deku that's going on right now. and behind the scenes, I feel like there's more to the whole thing about All for One than what's really being led on. I think there's some secret to All for One's abilities. Like he may have some secret quirk that we have not known about. So, and I think he needs Shigaraki because maybe the quirk that he actually had, he gave it to Shigaraki, and he needs to get that so that way he's able to fully master, complete his plan. But that's just me. Now, with uh with Ganondorf, I feel like the battle happened in that picture. You saw Beast versus what looks like Ganondorf. I feel like Demise took over, then used that as a way to keep reincarnating because Demise only has one similarity to Ganondorf, which is the hair. That's really about it. Demise actually did not really look like Ganondorf much at all, other than the hair and maybe bulky muscles. Twilight Princess, let's say. It's about the only time that I've seen Ganondorf ever with really bulky muscles is Twilight Princess, which was a really good game. I love Twilight Princess, but I really believe that he has one huge plan to allow him to fully reincarnate, to end the reincarnation, to get rid of Link and Zelda once and for all, and to take full control of the Triforce. That is my theory on that. I had a better explanation about it earlier. It's not the full theory. There's a little bit more that I came up with, but I can't exactly remember all that I thought about. I'm just got to thinking. It's like, what if Demise is actually in the new game? What if Demise is actually the one that orchestrated everything? Like, what if Majora's Mask? All right, Majora's Mask is the one game that, out of every single one, seems like it has no place at all. Went to a different dimension. And about the only thing that could somewhat connect Majora's Mask is maybe the way Majora's Mask was made, the way it looks, is the eyes and all that, but that's really about it. It was really bothering me all day today that trying to figure out exactly the whole plot with Tears of the Kingdom and what about that. Actually, here, hang on. Maybe we can get a good friend of mine to come in here. Maybe we can discuss a couple things and maybe add more to the theory. So let me see if I can get him in here. So, okay, I just came up with a theory, and the theory is Demise. Remember how I talked about Demise from Skyward Sword? He was the original Ganondorf,
Mm-hmm.
as we could say. My theory is he's pulling an all for one or like a Thanos type deal where he's making all sorts of different plans. What if Demise is the one that's been orchestrating everything? What if he's had one master plan from the very beginning to the end? Every single Zelda game has built up to one moment where Demise has actually figured out how to gain so much power and all three pieces of the Triforce. I feel like that
Mm.
right there is what's going to happen in Tears of the Kingdom. There, because if you notice, Breath of the Wild is the first Legend of Zelda game that actually had talking like characters like Zelda. Not a single game has had Zelda actually talk. It was the first one.
Huh? No, she's talked in others.
They've made sounds. They haven't had full voice lines.
Well, obviously.
This is the only one where she's had a full voice line. Same with Ganondorf. The Ganondorf's never had a full voice line. He's only made sounds like
Well, this is the
grunting.
first time they have enough money to fucking actually hire voice actors.
Well, it's not that. I'm thinking this is the first time they did Ganondorf. So, what if there's something going on with that? It's been bothering me for like a week now, thinking, why
I
is
still
it
think it's
now?
funny that they hired Matthew Mercer to do Ganondorf.
I like the voice. I like it a lot. It's a good one.
Because this is the second time that Matthew Mercer's done Ganondorf.
Did he do it in Twilight Princess? Is that when he did it?
No, he did it in the live action one.
Oh wait, that was him.
Yes.
Oh, that's where I recognize him from. That wasn't a live action. That was actually an April Fool's joke. I don't know if you knew that. That was actually supposed to be an April Fool's joke, and it fooled a lot of people. But everybody kept saying, "Please make this live action."
Wasn't it a movie or a show or something like that?
No, it was a trailer, and it looked really good. A lot of people wanted it to happen, but it never happened because it was just supposed to be an April Fool's joke. I looked into it, and it said the release date was April 1st. So that's a clear indicator right there. But also,
But yeah.
in Breath of the Wild, there is a picture. It depicts of a warrior of red head and a big nose fighting a beast. My thoughts on that is Ganondorf was a warrior for Hyrule, a fighter, and maybe one of the heroes of time, too. Maybe he was one of the heroes of Hyrule, and Demise took him over. And he's been using that body to reincarnate every single time.
Yeah, because the actual theory that's been going around is that all the games, it's just a complete circle. It gets all the way down to Breath of the Wild or whatever, where Zelda or Link finally kills him, but it restarts all over again.
I'm thinking in I'm thinking in Ocarina of Time where we had the split. I wonder if Ganondorf, which possessed by Demise, I wonder if there's a thing about him splitting the timeline on purpose to create maybe pieces of himself to try to get the Triforce in three different places, and then converge into one to have all three.
There's no
And
telling.
the big thing is,
Just have to wait until the official story comes out.
yeah, and the big thing is too, there was Hyrule Warriors, and the color of that one was red. It was Age of Calamity, okay? And that color in there was a big old red. And then with Breath of the Wild, it was blue. It was all blue. This one is all green. So there may also be some connection in this one to say this is the last game, because also, what if we get a Link that actually talks in Tears of the Kingdom at the very end? Finally get a Link to talk. That may actually
And he
confirm
has
that.
like a deep ass voice.
Yeah, because they also in the
Yeah, you
trailer for.
didn't know it, but I had a really deep voice the entire time.
Dude, I really hope it's the Ocarina of Time, the Ocarina of Time voice actor, because if you heard him scream, I don't know why, but I thought it was awesome. The English person, or it could be Japanese, I can't really tell, but the person did the voice line, which was just like grunting and whatever else for Ocarina of Time. I love that one. I love Ocarina of Time voice actor. I gotta look it up. It it comes out next week too. That's gonna be the best thing too. We get to finally figure out if all our theories about Demise Ganon and all that is actually true. And actually, yeah. Now I was gonna mention there was one thing in the trailer that did kind of strike me as odd, and I'm pretty sure it did as well for everybody else. And it was they were talking to Zelda about remembering. And I think in there it also mentioned for Link to remember. Do you remember everything? So I'm wondering if maybe again we've like we mentioned where it all connects from each timeline split.
No, I'm pretty sure we'll get a official deal soon, especially if Tears of the Kingdom is going to be the last one. I'm pretty sure they're going to release a full storybook of how everything's connected.
Well, yeah, they 100% need to do that because it's like, okay, so we have all this. We're getting more and more and more. There eventually has to be an end, and I wonder if that's what they were uh, getting to at some point anyway. I know I talked to who was it? Some guy that actually like he does get it deep. Like he goes through like some connections to actually get like leaks. He gets some leaks, and he did say that there has been talk that they actually were almost out of ideas in terms of they're almost out of ideas in terms of like how they could keep getting Zelda and Link to fight Ganondorf. And it makes sense. It would make 100% sense because how could you possibly keep going at this if, it's going to be the same thing over and over and over? You keep fighting Ganondorf, he wins, boom. Always a victory. Oh, wait, is there actually. Can I grow the grass on here?
Fucking hell! Unwrap a fucking burger and there's a pickle wrapped up in the wrapper part, not even in the fucking burger. Like it
that
was nowhere even near the fucking burger. Like
that's
it was
funny.
at the corner of the wrapper.
That's funny. Here,
I hate it when
let's give you a pickle.
I hate it when I order a bag of burgers and they don't take the time to make the burgers properly. So sometimes you'll get pickles, sometimes you don't, and sometimes you'll end up with way too many fucking pickles in one spot.
Dude, okay, so uh there was actually one burger that I had. I said no pickles. They put pickles on there, and I was like, okay, I can just pick it off because I took a bite. All right, now understand. I don't know how I didn't know it like instantly the what was all on here, but I took a bite. I'm like, oh, I got a pickle, and I think it's just because I took a small bite. But I took the freaking bite, not seeing it, and I lift up to peel a pickle off. There's 15 pickles.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wait a minute. One, two. Why is there so many pickles? I'm peeling one, peeling another. Oh my god, why? And I was still in McDonald's parking lot. I was like, I'm really hungry. I just want to.
Just go in with all the pickles. I was like, hey, I said no fucking pickles, and you gave me 15 fucking pickles.
It's on the receipt, so I take all the pickles, and I only had one burger, fries, and a drink, and I also had a shake. So I go in, and I'm like, ma'am. She turns out, she's like, oh hey, what's up? Something wrong with your order? I'm like, yeah, I think it's something wrong with the order and your employee. And she's like, whoa, uh, did we not give you the burger? I'm like,
All
have
right.
have you had that happen before? She's like, oh, plenty of times where we've forgotten to put the burger. I'm like, I don't know if you should have told me that. She's like, yeah, but all right, it's already out there. What's wrong with the burger? Well, and I'll open it up. She's like, oh my god! And there was like three people behind me. They're like, what the hell? And
I
they,
said no pickles, and you gave me 15 pickles.
the one guy looks up. He's looking over our shoulder. He sees the pickles. He's like, damn. I don't ever want that many pickles on my burger. I like pickles, but not that much. I'm like, you kid, I didn't want any. He's like, oh, obviously someone wanted pickles, so maybe that's the reason why they put that on there. They mixed up your burger. And look at the sticker. They had one of the McDonald's, they used to put stickers on there, and it actually writes on there exactly if it's no pickles, no cheese or anything, and it wrote on the sticker no pickles. So I ended up, and they're like, okay, well, let me see who the cook was that made that, and there was actually only one. So she goes back, she looks like, oh, that's not gonna be good. She told the manager, and the manager is screaming in the back. It's like, you wasted so much freaking money, Matt. I'm like, uh, maybe I should have come
You
in.
wasted a couple pennies. That's not much. Pickles aren't a waste.
uh, Me and the one guy behind me, and then there was the two others back there. We're all like, okay, and maybe we should all leave. The manager comes back and says, all right, listen, we're gonna give you 3 free burgers just for your issues here. I'm like, oh, I just came in to let you guys know you
Yay.
put too many pickles on my burger, but yeah, I'll take the 3. She's like, I would have given you 1, but realistically, with this many pickles, your burger's probably gonna be pickled, like all the way through it. I was like, you got a point. My bun, and we're looking at the bun as we're lifting up, and it's like, oh yeah, you're right, it is pickled. She's like, let me have that burger real quick. And she takes it. She runs all the way back, says, Matt, look at this burger. Do you see this burger? This is all these pickles you had wasted. Why did you give him this many? And I can hear her in the back. The guy's like, I didn't want it that way. One guy asked for extra pickles. They look at the previous orders, and not a single person asked for extra pickles. And he's like, oh. So do I still have my job? She comes back.
No.
Yeah, this ain't gonna happen again. Okay, if you ever come back here. She's like, what else did you have on your order? I'm like, I had a shake and fries and a drink. She's like, okay. Let me give you your money back too. I'm like, what? The Okay. I didn't want to argue. I was getting free money. I was like, all right, I'll take my money back for that whole
You
thing.
get money and food.
Yeah, I got three burgers without pickles, and they were extra hamburgers on that. I was like, I'm eating well tonight. And they were no joke. She went back there, and I don't know. She had magic powers because those were the best freaking burgers I've ever had. Ever from McDonald's, they were the best burgers. I was like,
You know
she
what?
knows
You
how
know
to
why
make
they
them.
were the best burgers? You get them for free and you get paid to eat them.
You're right about that. I didn't think
That's why
about
they tasted better.
that. You are right. You're right about that. Oh, but yeah,
The food changes based on how much you pay for it, and if you don't pay anything and you get it for free, it tastes better.
yeah.
The most shittiest food will always taste better when you get it for free.
Dude, I can never forget that day because what was? Oh, we were living in the apartment and I had just like it was the first week that I got my first job ever, and I remember that whole week very well. I played Minecraft with you on Tuesday, and um, later in the week I got the job. I went to work at 3:45 p.m. and started my dish work. And then it was the next day that I went to McDonald's because they did give me the next day off. And uh I spent like 7, $8 for a shake, a large drink, a large fry, and a burger. $7. So that tells you how much prices went up.
Uh huh.
So yeah, that
So
was
I found out something.
what's
I
up.
can't run 3 monitors.
Yeah, you're gonna need a display port. Like you actually need the display adapter for one of the parts.
No, I had all three plugged in, and my computer wouldn't want to run right.
Ooh, okay.
The graphics couldn't keep up with three
Oh,
monitors.
you know what? I
I would have to
yeah.
have a better graphics card to run three monitors.
Yeah, which by the way, also looked at it, your graphics card. You really gonna need to start updating because a lot of newer games, they're not going back to the old stuff. They're just gonna go up like a couple graphics cards
Hey,
higher.
I found a way to get my Call of Duty fix.
What's up?
Iron Sight.
Iron Sight.
Yeah, remember it was that free Call of Duty like game on Steam that me, you, and Chase played.
That one. Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, since I can't play the new Call of Duty, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna play Iron Sight.
Oh my god, dude. Why is it that I have to spend so much time on one freaking thing? I'm about to just
What do you mean?
spam chance cubes. That's what I'm about to do.
Oh,
Because I'm looking for a particular item, and it is the orchid, which is like it gives you ores for specific things. Like I need yellow right. That's what I need. And I'm about to
right.
freaking spam the crap out of laser drill. I'm about to spam the crap out of a couple things just to try to hit the. Oh wait, it looks like I can. Looks like I can use a laser drill. Wait a minute.
But the reason why I know I can't run the three monitors right now with this graphics card is because two of the monitors are running at 1080p.
Yeah, and I think the next one has to be like about the same way. I think that might be the reason why one's running at 4K while the rest are running at 1080p. So that might be the reason why mine like
No,
acts up a little bit.
I can't run my 4K TV at 4K because that's how old this graphics is. It's before 4K came out, so I can't run it as a 4K TV. I can only run it as a 1080p, and the new monitor, the Dell monitor I got, runs automatically at 1080p
That
as a
sucks.
recommended.
I'm about to
And
say a
the
mullet.
Vizio TV that I have is running lower than that.
Oh shoot. Oh shoot. I didn't mean to. I released Latte way too early. Oh.